Yep, what's going on? All my homies, homettes, dudes, and dudettes. It's your boy Will, back again. And today, I just want to have a little conversation. Let's have a little sit down, some real talk about some things that I've been noticing around, and just talk a little bit about me. Um, First off, got my little Olympic jacket on, USA. This flashback from a different year. It wasn't from this past couple of months ago. But yeah, let's talk about some things. So, just a heads up, this video is not about fragrances or tech or anything else. It's just we just doing a little real talk, just chopping it up, having a little sit down. I've been noticing that I've been getting like positive vibe, which I love it. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. And I've been getting some negative vibes, which I really don't understand why, but you know, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. I just want to clear up some things. I am just a regular person, a regular guy doing, looking at and playing with fragrances. That's it. It's just a passion. I don't even call myself a reviewer. If you look at it, it's called the WiL Report. I am reporting to everybody that's watching the videos my personal experience with a fragrance or how I feel about a fragrance. It's not a in-depth breaking down notes. I mean, I'll text your notes here and there, but I don't really go that deep into notes about fragrances. One, because I want this to be something where when I'm giving my opinion, I'm giving it as a lamest person, like the regular person that you're walking around every day, going to the grocery store, going to your kid's school, or going to the gym. The lamest person, they're going to have a different vibe for fragrance or scent than the connoisseur. You know, I consider myself kind of in between, where I love experiencing some different fragrances that are more artistic, but also I still want to have my foot in the range where I understand that the Bleu de Chanel's are going to get the most compliments, you know, where it may be something that's more intricate fragrances that may be a little bit more complex, like Ball de Freak. That's a little bit more complex, but the majority of the people that's walking around that you may be interacting with, they may not even know what Ball de Freak is. Byredo is probably not on their radar, so they're not going to understand that. So I just want to make sure that I'm giving the lame person, not necessarily lame as in negative or bad, but the basic person that's walking around that's not heavy into fragrances, a fair assessment of what a fragrance smells like, and if it's going to be mass appealing or if it's just going to be something that's artistic. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was my weekly report. My weekly report, I'm just trying to break down just some real talk. Weekly report is just that. It's just fragrances that I wore all week, like that week, and that's it. And it's just my experience with it. It's not really a review. It's just a sharing of information of what happened or what I did or how the fragrance worked for me those days. That's it. Really, that's really it. On my Now, if you are looking for something more of a review, again, I'm not a reviewer. I am a reporter. That's why it's called the WiL Report. But if you're looking for something more like a review, the ride-alongs are the closest thing that I can say that is the realest to a real honest review, because I'll take you from the time I put it on all the way down to the time that it wears off, and I'll take you through the day to say what the weather was like and where I was moving around, how many times I came in contact with people. That is probably the realest review that you can probably find, or well, at least your realest review you can find from me. So that's another thing about that's my weekly wears, my ride alongs, and then also I just want to keep a positive vibe here. If you're here to just cause havoc, keep it to yourself. It's not needed. I'm trying to make it just a safe space for people that want to talk about fragrances. If you're deep into fragrances, or if you're just a passive person about fragrances, if you like it, or you just like them a little bit. The other thing, these videos are just made for fun, and that's all I do. That's all. The only reason I do them. I like to talk about fragrances. I like fragrances, so I'm just talking about it. It's nothing too heavy. This is not something that's going to change the world. This is just for fun. It's just entertainment. And again, I am just reporting my experience. And I am a real person that spend my own real money to purchase all of my fragrances. I haven't gotten anything free from anybody. None of my videos are sponsored. None of my opinions have been tainted with the industry. So I'm just giving you my real opinion. And I am talking to you as if we're sitting in the barbershop, or if we're in the grocery store. If a female comes past me in the grocery store and asks me about a fragrance, and to say what's a good fragrance, and I'm giving my basic honest opinion, as far as how I've encountered with the fragrance. And the same thing if we're sitting in the barbershop, boys, and they're like, oh, well, what's a good fragrance to put on? And that's what I'm doing. When we're interacting on this video, that's what I'm doing. I'm just hollering at you saying, hey, this is something good. You might want to check it out, or this was cheap. So if you're looking for a cheap fragrance to take with you on your vacation, so you don't have to worry about losing it, and you're going to get a positive reaction from it, pick up this. That's it. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to chop it up with you guys. I may text bases with you here and there to clear the air about certain things, and maybe some house keeping up with the house treatment. Make sure we are staying positive here. We're only working on the positive vibes. All right, it's been your boy Will. I appreciate your time. I know this wasn't our normal sit down, talk about fragrance and chop it up and whatever, but sometimes these kind of conversations are needed. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time. I know you could be anywhere else in the world, especially today, because we're not talking about a fragrance. But you're here talking about hanging out with me, talking about some basic things. Till next time, deuces.